What's up everyone, welcome back to this daily cryptocurrency video. In today's video we're going to be having a look at Ethereum and iris, whatever you guys want to call it. Currently being traded at 11 cents, up 45% guys in the past 24 hours. Nice increase in the past 7 days as well, and we got a market cap of $116 million guys. So this is a very undervalued coin in my opinion, that can have a 10x or even 20x return. Of course guys, none of this is financial advice, so always do your own research and due diligence. We got Ethereum, a coin that I haven't looked at in a while, so I want to cover that right now. Currently traded at $2,727. We got a nice market cap of $316, 316 billion. Sorry guys. Anyways, diving into the charts, let's start off with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the king, of course. He is the leader. Anyways, Bitcoin up 2.5% right now, as you guys can see on the right side. All the altcoins are currently green. Anyways, diving into the charts right now, we are still in a triangle right now. This is a symmetrical triangle that we've been talking about. Can we see a breakout in the next couple of days? Yes. So we saw in the 4 hour, we had a nice little false breakout right here. If you count the bodies, it would have been like this essentially, and we had that nice little breakout. But of course, you have to count the wicks at the end of the day too. Some people count the those little wicks. Some people only count the bodies. Depends. The symmetrical triangle, it looks like we're gonna count. It looks like we're gonna count the bodies and the wicks as well. That being said, guys, where can we see the breakout? A lot of people thought we were gonna break out, including myself. We were gonna break out yesterday to 24,000 because we saw that nice little fake out right here. As you guys can see, we had a nice little fake out right here, and it was essentially a failed breakout. So now, in the next couple of days, we actually can come back up to 39,000, 40,000. We might get rejected by this area, which is a very interesting area. So we have been consolidating between this area right here, between 39,000 and 34,000, for the past week, I would say 2 weeks. So we've been consolidating pretty nicely. So it's going to be very interesting in my opinion. A break above 39,000 would obviously be a break above the symmetrical triangle, and a break below, of course, 34,000 would be a nice little confirmation for a short. That being said, we're gonna have to be patient, guys, and of course, don't do any stupid trades until confirmation. Having a look at the exponential moving average, so it's actually very interesting. Why? Because we have not only we have the symmetrical triangle, but we also have that resistance right here, lining up exactly with the EMA ribbon. And if you guys realized or paid attention, we got rejected right here by the exponential moving average a couple days ago or a few days ago, and by the resistance, and now everything is coming down. So the resistance is actually getting stronger and stronger, which is pretty bearish for Bitcoin. Also, the moving average, we're also below the 200 moving average. If I remove the drawings real quick, we haven't been ever since we dropped right here, I believe it was right here on May 21st, we haven't touched or gone above the exponential moving average. We also can see a potential death cross, guys, on the 200 on the Bitcoin on the daily time frame, guys. Can we see a death cross? If we see, okay, the moving average crossing, the 50 moving average crossing, and then we see the 200 moving average crossing over this moving average, this would essentially be a death cross. That would be extremely bearish for Bitcoin. The last death cross we saw, I believe, was it was right here, of course, when COVID happened. But before that, guys, it was essentially in 2017. So guys, we don't have much time left, of course, so this has to be a nice little run towards the upside, maybe see a nice V recovery shape. That may not happen, guys, so we have to be careful. Of course, we are also seeing the Elliott wave. So if we have have a look at the Elliott wave, we do have 4 waves, and this would essentially be the 5th wave. Let's assume we go to 23k. 23k is where the gap is. It brings us to this resistance right here. So it's going to be very interesting, and we have to be careful in the next few weeks or even few months what happens. Anyways, yeah, that's enough for Bitcoin. Nothing too crazy to see over here. Let's have a look at Ethereum. Ethereum USD is actually looking pretty bullish right now. We are pinching right now on the EMA ribbons right here. If we have a look at the 4 hour, we are actually below it. We are consolidating right now. We are seeing a nice little W pattern right here. As you guys know, the last W pattern that we saw, we went to the moon. 3,000 for Ethereum is very possible, actually, in my opinion. So on the daily time frame, we are seeing an increase, higher lows. As you guys can see, we got a higher low right here, higher low right here, and higher low right here. Boom, that's beautiful. If we take out these EMA ribbons, we are actually witnessing right now a ascending triangle, guys. So let's assume Bitcoin doesn't explode. This is a beautiful ascending triangle like this. Bring it like that. or it's either it could also be a bull flag, I mean a bear flag. If this would be a bear flag, you guys can take the target, take this, put it at the breakout, and our target would essentially be, as you guys can see, $1,500. I don't think this happens. Cancel that. Let's have a look at the ascending triangle break to the upside. If we take this and bring it to the upside like this, we would have a nice little target at approximately $4,000. $4,000 was our previous resistance, as you guys can see, $4,250 to $4,000. So this level is actually very, very doable in my opinion for Ethereum. Let's assume we took long right here. That's a 35% increase with leverage. Let's assume 2x, 3x, whatever you use. That could be 70 or even 120%, depending on when you take your profit and how much leverage you use, of course. Having a look at Ethereum, Bitcoin, something is very, very interesting as well. Look at that, the Ethereum against Bitcoin, we are climbing, guys. We keep climbing. That means Ethereum is gaining its value. A lot of money is being flown into Ethereum right now over Bitcoin. That's very, very bullish sign for Bitcoin. Also, these three targets right here. If you see 1, 2, and I believe let's have a look at the weekly time frame. 1, 2, and 3. So these targets were actually my take profits for Ethereum, Bitcoin. If you guys saw my videos, my few last videos on Ethereum, I did say that my TP1 would be at 8% of a Bitcoin. We got 10% of a Bitcoin right here and 14% of a Bitcoin right here, all the way at the top. These are very, very important resistance. So this was my TP1. My TP2 is right here. My TP3 is right here for Ethereum. The reason why I'm doing this is because of the resistance right here. We got 1 resistance, 2 resistance, and then 3 resistance. In my opinion, we could even fly above that. Let's assume that, you know, Bitcoin stays, you know, let's assume 50,000 and Ethereum goes to 14%. You know, we could see essentially Ethereum at $8.5, you know, $8,000 around there. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how Bitcoin performs the next few weeks and how Ethereum performs the next 2 weeks. Because of course, if Bitcoin goes down, the Ethereum Bitcoin chart goes up, whether there's money flowing in or not. Moving on into IRIS, guys, real quick, we are seeing a nice little short squeeze right here. In my opinion, very, very, very interesting. Like, this is cheap, guys. 6 cents is cheap. We came right here exactly at the support. As you guys can see, we had a nice little support right here. So this would have been a beautiful dip. We got a nice little rejection right here. As you guys can see, this was the last rejection we had on IRIS. Nice little short squeeze. I believe we went up 100% from the bottom to the top. It wicked right here. This candle is pretty bullish, actually. I like this candle. I think we're gonna have a few strong weeks on IRIS right here. So it's gonna be very, very interesting. As you guys can see, we were consolidating right here sideways on the daily time frame. So I believe we touched the exponential moving average. So we even broke it, came back down, and now we're just floating in between it on the 4-hour time frame, looking very, very, very bullish right here. We had a nice little spike up to the upside. So we broke that key resistance on the 4-hour. We had a few little bounces off this area right here. As you guys can see, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We had 6 bounces off that area. There was also some support right here. So if I actually bring the VPVR volume profile, you would see it's actually a very, very interesting zone. Not visible range, sorry. Yeah. Okay, so as you guys can see, the point control is all the way at the bottom, and this is where, you know, we traded a lot. If I zoom in closely, of course, that's going to change, and we are all the way at the top. So look at that. The VPVR right here, it lines up exactly with this area right here. So it's going to be very interesting, as well as this resistance right here and these resistance. Anyways, if you guys don't know about RIS, I would highly suggest diving into this project. It's a very, very, very good project, very good coin. Good potential future, good potential returns as well, in my opinion. Guys, please don't go longing IRIS or start, you know, investing $10,000 because crypto said so. No, I want you guys to do your own research and due diligence, because it's really gonna help you guys, you know, in the future, not only as investors but as traders. Anyways, guys, that's my daily cryptocurrency video. If you guys like this video, of course, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow.